What's up everybody? Today I'm going to be unboxing and reviewing the MGC 4x4, so let's get right into the video. This video is actually quite a bit delayed because I didn't know that this cube was on pre-order. So this cube and the other ones that I got along with it, like the MGC 5x5 and the 6x6 and also a gifted Rubik's clock, like this one right here. Here is a Speed Cube Shop stand that came along with it. It was actually a free gift from the website, so yeah. So first, I'm going to unbox the stand because it's only one part. And as you can see, it's a clear stand and has the Speed Cube Shop logo right here, which looks pretty cool. And you also have the other Speed Cube Shop logos right there. And yeah, onto the 4x4, which is the main part. I'm going to unbox this real quick. And I actually already opened the film because it's kind of hard to rip open without like a cut already right there. Okay, and let me just throw that away real quick. And yeah, if you thought that the blacks weren't showing properly, this is actually a dark green cover, so it's actually different from the 5x5 and the 6x6, as well as the 7x7, and maybe even the 3x3 one. And yeah, and you can just take this off real quick, and then it should come out if it works, that is. Which I don't think it's working right now, but it should just come out. And yeah, as you can see, the box is really high quality, and it's actually made from like some very thick cardboard, so that's probably why it took so long to come out. And here's the 4x4, but before we get into that, I'm just going to show what's inside the accessories box right here. And it's going to be like the same ones as the 5x5, 6x6, and the 7x7, so yeah. And as you can see, you have this pamphlet, but I don't recommend you using it because it's not even the correct cube. And yeah, I think it was the same one as the 7x7, which is pretty cool. And oh, this is different actually. So right here we're going to have a labeled spring. So I think that means that it's going to be like less springy than the other ones. And I'm probably going to guess that this one is higher compression, so it's going to make the spring harder. And that's some extra magnets in case you have some magnets that fall out, I guess. And yeah, so right here we're going to have the same screwdriver, and inside of here is nothing. Okay, so now time to unbox the 4x4. So as you can see, it's going to be wrapped in this plastic stuff right here, so it makes it a little bit more premium when you unbox it. And it's actually feeling decently heavy right now, maybe because I'm not used to it, or maybe because I'm used to using the budget 4x4. And yeah, this feels really high quality. And as you can see, it's going to be the shiny plastic, so if you're a fan of the shiny plastic, then make sure you get this one, because I don't think there are too many that have the shiny plastic nowadays, because they're all switching to the frosted plastic, and those first turns were really smooth. And let me just move all of this stuff out of the way because the clock is actually in my way right now. And yeah, so first of all, the outer layers are kind of dry right now, but I'm going to be lubing it with some maybe some Galaxy and some Weight 2 or something, which are the only lubes I have. And for the inner layers, the magnets are a little bit stronger, and it also has that sandy feeling, that dry feeling, but I think it should go away. And for the outer layer magnets, it's a little bit strong, I guess. Maybe moderate strength, and it's obviously going to be a little bit stronger in the inner layers. And as you can see, the outer layers are actually a little bit wider than the inner layer, so I might have to get used to that. And out of the box, the tensions are a little bit loose, and it feels like it can pop, but that shouldn't be an issue after you set it up. And these first turns are feeling really nice, and trying some, whoa, what the? Okay, I think it's actually really loose right now, so I'm going, yeah, I could just, like, put that thing right inside without that much effort, so that's how you know that you should re-tension it with this, maybe. For the color scheme, as you can see, the blue is quite dark, and let me compare to something like my old 4x4. The rest of the shades are pretty vibrant, and the white is really clean, as you can see. And yeah, the plastic, as you can see, is not transparent, like kind of like this one, where you can see kind of the internals. And yeah, that's all I have to say about the 4x4, and I'm going to be testing this after I do this unboxing, and I'm going to be reviewing it after I do some solves on it. Okay, so now onto the Ling Ao clock. This one is actually a promotion right here, so I got it for free because apparently I was waiting too long for my order to ship, and they just posted my order anyway. And yeah, as you can see, it actually comes in this and not a box like I expected. And right here we're going to have a very awkward pamphlet, but I guess you can probably just watch some YouTube videos because that's kind of complicated. And yeah, as you can see, there's actually like some character right here, so you already know that it's going to be a little bit better than average, I guess. So yeah, this is called the Ling Ao clock, like I said before, and for the turning of this, it actually doesn't turn because I don't actually know. Oh yeah, it turns like that. And it's actually a little bit hard to turn because I don't know how to turn this. It actually doesn't seem to want to turn the other way, so I'll just turn it this way. And it's actually quite hard to turn because it's not lubed. And apparently you have to lube a clock very nicely for it to work good. And that's the reason why it's not turning that well. And for these pins, yeah. Oh, so that's already pressed down like that, I guess. And I'm going to be learning how to solve this after I do this unboxing. So, let's get right into the review. I've now used the MGC 4x4, and I can definitely say that it was very fun to solve on because of how smooth the layers turn, and also how the corner cutting is just amazing when it is tensioned properly. I tensioned it by 3/4 of a turn, so like, if you can see, a screw is like 4 of these things right here, and then I just turn it like about 3/4 of a turn. So far, that is. I think the ideal setup would be to add some relatively fast lube, and if it becomes too fast, then you can also slow it down. You should also lube the core with a thick lube so that there will be less spring noise, and that it can also make the turning more effortless. On some of these layers, as you can hear, it's still a little bit dry because of the core not being lubed yet. And you should definitely add some Galaxy lube like I did. And I only added 3 drops so far, and it's already super smooth, unlike out of the box, so that it would make the turning more enjoyable, I guess. And after you naturally break in everything and lubricate it, it should feel very nice, and it should still be pretty fast, so that your hands don't get tired when you solve on it a lot. And yeah, that's all I have to say about the MGC 4x4 so far. And for the quality of this cube, it is just very high quality, as I mentioned, like, in the unboxing part. And as you can see, it's very nice for, like, every solve you can do. For the clock, if any of the dials are not perfectly aligned, so if it's, like, just right here, then none of these pins can move up or down. And since it's obviously not magnetic, you're gonna have a tough time moving the pins if it's just like a tiny bit off. So if you want like a better clock, then you should probably get the Qi magnetic clock, because that's the best clocking you can get. And something that I found out was that if you turn the dials like a little bit too much, as you can hear, the spring would actually like catch up and then make like a boing sound at the time that the spring reaches its most turned part, I guess. I've seen on YouTube how difficult it is to actually lubricate a clock, so that's why I'm not going to do it. And you actually have to like cut open this part and then take everything out and reassemble it, and then you actually have to use some tape to tape these things back, which is kind of useless if you are not that big of a clock solver. And that's all I have to say about this. Okay, so thanks for watching. If you like this video, then make sure to smash that like button. And also make sure to stay tuned for the MGC 5x5 and the 6x6 unboxing, as well as the reviews of it. And I'll see you in the next video.